Today on the Travel Magazine, we're setting sail to explore the French Polynesian Society Islands aboard the 56-foot yacht Melisande. Powered by Mother Nature, we'll travel the crystal clear waters of the South Pacific. Visit the beautiful island of Wahine. Experience Polynesian hospitality. Enjoy the spectacular scenery of Mohorea. Make a fashion statement on Bora Bora. And sail our way through this tropical island paradise.
Hi, I'm Joel Haslam, and welcome to this edition of the Travel Magazine.
And I'm Leanne Cusack. Join us as we discover the magic of Wahine, a place where you can actually step back in time and discover French Polynesia as it once was.
The French Polynesian Society Islands are located 4,500 kilometers south of Hawaii. Our first stop, Wahine. With a wind in our sails and the sun on our backs, the Melisande is underway. At the helm is Captain Terry, who will also be guiding us through the islands. Joining us for our South Seas adventure is the luxury catamaran Nemo, which belongs to the same fleet as the Melisande. This 86-foot vessel has all the comforts of home, including 8 double cabins, an entertainment system, cell phones, and fax. But with a day like this, it's unlikely that anyone will be spending much time below. On board the Melisande, we get a quick sailing lesson as Captain Terry trims the sail. Thanks to warm Pacific breezes, calm lagoons, and idyllic settings, the French Polynesian Society Islands are perfect for year-round sailing. Our first stop is Wahine, one of the Leeward Islands. At 75 square kilometers, Wahine is actually 2 islands, Big Wahine to the north and Little Wahine to the south. Polynesian legend has it that the split occurred when the god Hero rammed his mighty canoe into the island, creating Borane Bay to the west and Maro Bay to the east. The 2 islands are barely separated, and at low tide you can even wade from one to the other. And if wading's not your style, a bridge spans the narrow gap. The principal settlement of Fare is the very image of a lazy South Seas port, but it's also big enough to have most modern facilities. Like the other Society Islands, Wahine is lush and beautiful, and its easygoing atmosphere entices visitors to kick back and watch the world go by. Wahine features soft, sandy beaches, excellent snorkeling and scuba diving, and it's also a popular surfing destination. As the first European to visit Wahine in 1769, Captain James Cook was not very welcome, but it's easy to see why he returned to the island in 1774. Today, Wahine thrives on the tourist trade. The island's 5,000 inhabitants welcome visitors from around the world. But it's not relaxing for everyone. Now that we've hoisted the sails and weighed the anchor, we've set a course for our next port of call, the island of Mo'orea. Mo'orea's 132 square kilometers is home to a population of 12,000. Here, agriculture barely exceeds tourism as the leading industry. Mo'orea is actually the remains of a massive volcano, half of which has been eroded over time. The island is magnificently mountainous, its peaks ranging in height from 830 meters to 1,207 meters. It's a hiker's playground and a photographer's paradise. A great way to experience the overwhelming beauty of this tropical island paradise is to spend an afternoon sailing around it. If you want to give your sea legs a rest, you'd be welcomed at any one of the many harbors that surround the island. But before we disembark, Captain Terry stows the sails and joins us for a glass of champagne.
I've been in many places traveling around, and like in Asia and Africa and everything, and I really do enjoy Polynesia because the people, first of all, are nice. People like to have contact with you, they like to speak with you, and two is so wonderful, but then when you finish sailing, you get inside the lagoon and the water is flat, it's like a lake. So you can hang around, you can moor wherever you like, sleep on the deck if you need and feel warm. And this is a good feeling.
We've moored at the VSM club Moorea. It's easy to see why Captain Terry loves his life aboard the Melisande. This is about as far as you can get from the hustle and bustle of the big city. Judging from the number of yachts and other vessels moored here, it's obvious that this is a lifestyle enjoyed by many. Back on terra firma, along with some of the passengers and crew from the Nemo, we visit VSM Club's Marina Iti for some authentic Polynesian hospitality. Inside the club, we're learning some local dance moves. Musicians accompany the enthusiastic newcomers who quickly pick up on the strong beat and say goodbye to their inhibitions. Leanne and her friends are really getting the hang of it and getting into it. I'm a little bit nervous about following that performance, but with such a lovely partner, how could I refuse? Those private lessons haven't fixed my two left feet, but the music keeps me going. I hadn't used those muscles in a while. Next to take the floor is Captain Terry. I have a sneaking suspicion he's done this before. Looks like his sea legs work just as well on land. And check out that footwork.
How do you describe your love affair with the sea?
Can you describe paradise? And he said, no, in fact, no. So that's it. That's paradise.
Moorea is indeed paradise found. When we return, we'll get a close-up look at some friendly dolphins. Experience more authentic Polynesian hospitality. And learn to tie one on.
Hey, I like that. We have to practice that.
We will indeed.
And we'll be right back with more of the Travel Magazine right after this.
More sailing tips too.
Welcome back to the Travel Magazine, the Good Yacht Melisande, and our tour of the French Polynesian Society Islands. Before setting sail for Bora Bora, we're taking a break in the warm, clear waters off Moorea. Back on board, Captain Terry continues with his efforts to turn us into seaworthy sailors. But Leanne and I still have trouble distinguishing between a tack and a jib, so the Melisande gets underway once again without much help from us. We carefully watch Captain Terry as he manipulates the ropes like a pro. The mechanics of sailing are physically challenging, and while our captain works up a sweat hoisting the sail, we work up a sweat lounging on the deck. Who said life was fair? The wind is cooperating beautifully, and once the sails are trimmed, the captain says we're going to pick up a few knots and beat the Nemo to Bora Bora. But this is not what we expected.
So we start by the one you... I'm seeing you doing it. You do very good.
You see me practicing this one?
Yeah, you do very good. This
sure.
one is a basic one. What we call this one key, and this and another key.
Okay.
This I don't know you call it in English, but in French it's called un autre cabestan.
Not
Can you
cabestan.
do it?
I can give it a try. But I probably can't do it. And that's what you meant. Terry was joking when he said I've been practicing because I really don't know how to do this one. So it starts like this.
Yeah.
And comes over.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah,
so far?
You go. If you do something here,
yeah.
nothing's gonna happen. You have to block this rope.
Okay, so block
And
this
then you
rope.
do it.
Does this come under?
Yes. And you get
He's
back
really
in,
good
in.
at tying his shoes, but he hasn't been able to wear them for a few days here in the south.
Now you know I've been buying Velcro fasteners on my shoes. So this goes okay,
Around there.
sort of like this.
That's a nice one.
It's a nice one.
I didn't know it.
Now
but
what's that?
Should be really useful.
I just invented a knot, didn't I?
I can't find a way to use it.
He did well at macrame class, this guy.
Exactly, yeah. You think she wants?
I think Lee should try that.
She can try.
Yeah, I think she should try the next
I
one.
have the snake one memorized, but you're probably going to throw another one at me, aren't you?
We are.
Would you like me to do the snake one?
May I help her? You're doing
No,
very
most
good. You're doing
certainly.
very good. You're doing very good. This is nice. Shuffle.
Oh man. Oh, put me to shame.
Do I pass?
Very good.
Am I allowed to be a member of the crew?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Voilà.
Great.
This is the same one.
We're the même chose?
Wow.
Happy to be aboard.
I guess I'm scrubbing decks. I better go get the pail.
1-0.
See you later.
Last question.
I'm out of here.
As we approach Bora Bora, we're reminded that this postcard perfect island inspired novelist James A. Michener to write Ballyhigh. Here, dramatic basalt peaks soar 700 meters above a gorgeous multicolored lagoon. Surfing and other water sports are a natural for this exotic locale. For scuba divers and snorkelers, the water's warm and crystal clear. The abundant reefs also have a few shipwrecks to explore. Our friends aboard the Nemo are clearly excited to be here too, and who can blame them? Thousands of tourists flock to this island each year. It's a popular port of call for ships of all sizes. The sport fishing is terrific. About 500 species of fish can be found in these waters. If you're lucky, you might even see a humpback whale. Bora Bora is 38 square kilometers and has a local population of 6,000. It's perhaps best known for its spectacular lagoon, which was one of the things that attracted Captain James Cook to the island in 1769. Slopes and valleys blossom with hibiscus, and some of the most perfect beaches you'll ever see. A paved road circles Bora Bora, making it easy to visit some of the island's historic sites. There are army bunkers and cannons left over from World War II, when 5,000 American soldiers paid what is recalled as a friendly visit. The captains decided to moor the boats so we could do a little shopping.
Bustling, but it's really clean.
Look at
Hey?
the beautiful parades over there. That's what I've been doing.
I love it. So you're more of a shopper than I am, even.
Well, I'm getting needling if you don't.
Of course, much of the life here revolves around the sea, but the island is also well known for its friendly people. The population is growing quickly, as are the plentiful varieties of fruit, and they're delicious. But the centerpiece of the island's vegetation is the flowers. There seems to be an endless variety, each of them colorful and fragrant. The island's markets are the best places to find jewelry and artwork. Local artisans specialize in work featuring shells and pearls. You can also find soaps, oils, and perfume, and a wonderful selection of Polynesian fashions.
No, I like the strong colors.
That's gorgeous. Yeah, it really is.
Or we'll go with a different look for this one. We're learning so much about the local fashion. One pareo, 14 different looks.
That's great. I
It
like
is really
it.
pretty, isn't it?
Oui.
Pam will like it too.
Les deux, s'il vous plaît? You're making a statement with the mother of pearl that it's not too much. It's always important to keep it simple. Don't go overboard.
You wouldn't want to go over the top.
Oh no. Couple of lessons and I'll be dancing in the market. You can hire me.
Here.
Oh, and it comes with a ukulele.
Complete the look. Complete the look. He's a natural. He's a natural.
Okay, let's see your faces, guys.
Nui.
Peek over, peek over.
We're having a picture
There we
taken
go.
for our friend Brenda.
Cheers.
She'll love it. She will love it.
Next on the travel magazine, we'll sail to the island of Taha'a for some incredible views and more Polynesian hospitality. Welcome back to the travel magazine. We're on our way to the island of Taha'a. As we approach the island, we're greeted by some energetic local residents. These dolphins swim so close to the boat that we can just about reach out and touch them. They're fascinating to watch, so graceful in the water. The dolphins stay with us as we approach the harbor, apparently as curious about us as we are about them. It's always a thrill to see these majestic islands rising above the horizon as we approach. We decided to pay a visit to our friends on the Nemo. What a great place for soaking up the sun. Taha'a shares this lagoon with its sister island, Raiatea. If you're truly adventurous, you can arrange underwater shark feeding excursions. 8-foot sharks are not uncommon here. Taha'a is nicknamed the Vanilla Island, and all you have to do is inhale to figure out why. The island is also a leading exporter of prized black pearls. Since Taha'a is only accessible by boat, it doesn't have nearly as many visitors as some of the larger French Polynesian islands. However, there is an airport on nearby Raiatea, so getting here is not difficult. There's no shortage of ways to enjoy the water, and it's fun to sit back and see how others pass their time on the sea. We moor at the VPM Dufour Marina in Taha'a for the evening. Captain Terry anchors the Melisan offshore while we take in some traditional Polynesian dancing and singing. The dancers' high energy stays with us well into the evening. But all too soon, it's time to set sail again. We all pitch in this time. After several days at sea, we're starting to get the hang of it.
Day here. It's a beautiful island.
And we've learned a lot, and one of the things we've learned is Johanna, that's Tahitian for the best of life to you, and that's a nice note to end our program on. I'm Leanne Cusack.
And I'm Joel Haslett.
Join us again as we travel the world.